Hello YouTube, I'm Morphin and welcome back to my Hearts of Iron 3 Let's Play. I'm playing Turkey and today you will see some interesting stuff. I will have to play at the highest speeds because I have a lot of free time, but you will see my order of battle, how leaders influence your divisions, and how you should organize your HQs. You will see the micromanagement of the production queue and how practicals and theories can be helpful to everything you do. Let's first go to the technology screen and raise priority for industrial efficiency. I was already talking about it in one of the previous recordings. I want this technology to be at the top for the whole time. I don't need to invest into diplomacy, so I will keep this slider at 0, officers at 0. I can raise the espionage, but I will still keep one leadership into research so my industrial efficiency can be researched. I will add some light tanks technologies and improve my artillery. Let's take a look at the production screen. You can see the tactical bomber that I am currently building needs 22.80 IC. Please remember that number, it will be important later. It needs 22.80 IC. And it is currently building at 91% speed. Let's pull it down below and see what will happen. Before that, let's go into intelligence screen and remove the priority for Germany. I don't want to invest my leadership into recruiting a lot of spies and spying the Germany, because Germany now have really high counter-espionage and I don't have enough leadership to fight against their spies. So I will spy only the United Kingdom and try to steal their technologies. Let's get back to the production screen now. And you can see that some things have changed. Those cavalries that I'm upgrading into the light armors now have enough IC to build at the full speed, 100% speed. While I'm still investing 7% of those 22.80 into the tactical bomber. So my tactical bomber is still being built by a almost minimum speed, but I'm upgrading my cavalry to light tanks. Those will soon be finished, so I can continue with the tactical bomber at the maximum speed. It's really important to micromanage your production queue, so try to optimize it. Try to set your priorities and pull those stuff that needs a lot of IC a little bit down below, so things that needs less IC can be done before. Time to speed up. Let's move my tactical wing to Adana and my interceptor wing to Adana. I've already said how I like to have 3 units in one air wing. So I have 3 interceptors in one interceptor wing. And I will build 2 more tactical units and merge them with my tactical wing. In Adana I have level 3 airbase. The level 3 airbase, if you mouse over it, The level 3 airbase can efficiently repair 3 units each day. I have 3 units in each air wing, and Adana is strategically important to me. So I will have my tactical wing and my interceptor wing here. That means 6 units. So I want the airbase in Adana to be at level 6, so I can repair them all at once. Why Adana is strategically important to me? Let's select the air map mode. Now you can see your air bases and the range of your air units. If I select my interceptor wing, you will see the range of this interceptor wing. You can see that I am controlling big part of my land, so I can protect it. I can control one part of France, and I am controlling the part of this small island. So Adana is strategically important to me. If I select my tactical wing, now you will see the range of the tactical wing, which have even bigger range than interceptor. With tactical wings I can bombard almost whole Syria, which is part of France. I can bombard the island, which is under the control of United Kingdom. So Adana really is strategically very important to me. Let's continue with the high speed. You can see that Germany annexed one part of Czechoslovakia. I'm not sure do you remember the Czechoslovakia borders, but all those provinces with the forts were part of Czechoslovakia. And what happened actually is a Treaty of Munich, something similar to what is happening to Ukraine right now. In those regions there were a lot of German-speaking people. So Germany said, hey, our people, our men are living over there, so we want this to be our land, to be Germany. And they took it from the Czechoslovakia by pure brute force. Later, they will destroy the Czechoslovakia and annex it, of course, by diplomacy. So Czechoslovakia will be split apart. This part will be the part of the Germany, while other part will be Slovakia, which will be a puppet state of Germany. Germany will use their future puppet state, Slovakia, for attacks at Poland. And I am doing a similar thing, or exactly the same thing, in my current German Let's Play. Let's get back to my country now, the Turkey. And play at the maximum speed. I'm done with the cavalry technologies, and now I can research the motorized infantry. So I will remove the cavalry text from the queue and raise the motorized infantry priority. It will be just below my industrial efficiency. Why motorized infantry is so important to me? Because I can combine the motorized infantry with my light tanks that are currently being upgraded. And why I want exactly the motorized infantry with my light tanks? The speed of the division depends on a slowest brigade inside. If you go on a production screen and try to build a division, you will see that light tanks have a speed of 8. If I have a full division of light tanks, then the speed of this division will be 8. But if I add one slow brigade, like artillery for example, the maximum speed of artillery is 4 kilometers per hour. So the maximum speed of this whole division will be 4 kilometers per hour, and my slow artillery brigade is slowing down my fast light tanks. Similar thing would happen if I combine light tanks with the regular infantry. Regular infantry have a maximum speed of 4, so I don't want to combine it with my fast light tanks. I want motorized infantry, or even better, the mechanized infantry, which can be researched and produced later. For the mechanized infantry, I have to wait for 1941, and I need to research all my infantry techs. Turkey starts with a really small pool of leaders. And that's the main reason I'm waiting for a bit later date, in a hope that I will be able to select more leaders and assign them to my future HQs. But let's start to building our order of battle without leaders, at least for now. Leaders are really important to your HQs because they provide you different benefits. Let's select 5 land units, 5 divisions, and let's assign them to a higher command. I assign them to a first corps. Let's select another 5. Each corps can have 5 divisions. I've just stolen the British technology, advanced construction engineering, which allows me to improve my infrastructure. And I will talk about the infrastructure later. It's really important. Let's now select those 2 corps that I have created. Click on a first corps, hold down the Shift key, select another one, and you will have both selected. Now let's create a higher command. We just created the first army. Let's move it up over here so you can see it easier on the map. While my first army is moving to the next province, so you can see the order of battle on a map much easier, let's talk about infrastructure. If you click on infrastructure map mode, you can see that infrastructure in Turkey is really bad. When you mouse over the province, just above the minimap, you can see that infrastructure is currently at 40%. It influences how much supplies can pass through a province. If you select the supply map mode, you will see your supply routes. If you mouse over a province, take a look at the tooltip just above your minimap. With 4 out of 4 infrastructure and current technology, we can transport 134 supplies and fuel per day. So with the current level of infrastructure, if you click on a province, you can see that level of infrastructure is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 40% infrastructure. In infrastructure map mode, you can see the percentage. Let's get back to supply map mode. So 4 out of 4, that means that I have 4 infrastructure which is not damaged. If enemy starts to bombard the province, then I will have, let's say, 1 out of 4 infrastructure. But infrastructure is not damaged. It is healthy, so it is 4 out of 4. And it influences how much supplies and fuel can pass through this province per day. Currently it is 134.4. So advanced construction engineering is important. You can improve your infrastructure. I have some inefficient research, so let's remove those from the technology queue. Your supplies, if you click on a supply map mode, let's say this is your front line. If you mouse over the province, you can see that all those provinces are supplied from my capital city, Ankara. And the IE, the game actually, is using the fastest and the shortest possible routes for your supplies. I will pause the game just to show you an example how you can work on your infrastructure. There is really no need to improve infrastructure in all those regions. There is really no need for that. You can start and build highways of infrastructure. Imagine that like a highway. Click on a province and just select this button down below, infrastructure, or press F key on your keyboard, and you can improve your infrastructure, which will later increase the amount of supplies and fuels which can pass through a province. So you don't have to upgrade all the provinces in your empire. Just take a look from which province the front line is supplied from. As I said, those provinces are supplied from Ankara. So let's build a highway from Ankara to our future front line. I'm clicking on a province and pressing the F key on my keyboard. In the province menu down below, you can see at which level it will be upgraded. You can see that in a production queue. When you select production, you can see that I'm building infrastructure, and each of those needs only 0.68 IC to get done. Only 0.68 IC, which is not a lot. So maybe I can keep it in my production queue, but let's make it a bit more efficient. I will press Ctrl key on my keyboard and click cancel production. So I will cancel all 9 infrastructures that I ordered. Let's make a infrastructure improved, or let's make a supply highway from Ankara to the front line again, pressing the F key. It doesn't have to be at the maximum level. So let's improve it by 2 points. In those regions, you can see that I have 4 points of infrastructure. And I want to upgrade it to, let's say, 6. Alright, now I have my supply highway ready to build. And I will not improve all those provinces on the front line. I just want to make a short highway from Ankara to the closest province on the front line. And later from here, I can allow myself and let the supplies transfer slower with the minimum amount. So later, when I get more industrial capacity from the better laws, or if I improve my industrial capacity even more, I can improve this infrastructure to the maximum level and in more regions. Alright, I've explained that, so let's continue. Let's get back to the order of battle. I have created the first corps, which have 5 subordinates, those 5 divisions. I have another HQ, another corps, which also have 5 divisions down below. Those 2 corps are attached to the army. Army can be attached to the first army group. Let's move the army group a bit higher so you can see it easier on the map. And I will press the A key on my keyboard and attach it to the current theater. I can also create a new theater by pressing this button, create a new theater, but there is no need for that. So let's attach it to the Istanbul HQ. Theaters are really large areas. If you click on a theater and mouse over this green button where you can see that this is the HQ, you can see that this theater can help out its attached units optimally within 2000 kilometers. So this army group, which is attached to the theater, can be 2000 kilometers away from it, which is really a lot. So 2000 kilometers for the first army group, and from that army group I can reach another 600 kilometers to the army, and from the first army I can have another 400 kilometers to the first HQ, and from the first HQ I can have 200 kilometers to my divisions. Let's say I already have done core. I already have an HQ. And I have many other armies, army groups, and maybe one more theater. I want to attach it, but I don't know where. I don't know, should I attach this division to what? To army group? I forgot. I cannot remember the exact chain of command. How it goes? Whoa man, how it goes. So, take a look at the number of the crosses in a division. You can see that this division on the map have 2 crosses. If you press the attach button or press the A key on your keyboard, you will see all the HQs where this division can be attached to. It can be attached to a second corps, first army group, Istanbul HQ, and you will see how far away all those are from a division. So, this division have 2 crosses. The next level of the HQ will have 3 crosses. You can see that second corps have 3 crosses, so that's the next level. Corps HQ have 3 crosses, as I said. It can be attached to the next level. Next level is army with the 4 crosses. Just above the army is the army group with 5 crosses. And on the top we have a theater which have 6 crosses. So if you forget the exact order, the exact chain of command, just take a look at the number of crosses. It will tell you everything. If I select this tank division that just got upgraded from the cavalry to the light tanks, you can see that in this tank division I have 2 brigades. I have one light armor brigade and another light armor brigade. Each of those brigades also have 1 cross above. So it's a minimum level brigade. It's a minimum level. If you go and try to build a division, each division will have brigades. 1 brigade, the minimum level. So I have selected the light tank division. Brigades inside have 1 cross. Division have 2 crosses. I want to attach it. I'm looking for the HQ with the 3 crosses. I don't have one. I have first army which have 4. I have first army group which have 5. And I have theater, Istanbul HQ, which have 6 crosses. So I have to create another HQ, another corps, and attach that corps to the next levels. Let's now move those tank divisions where I need them. And where I need them. Let's click on a simplified terrain map mode. Tanks are really not efficient in mountains or urban centers, but they are very efficient on plains, on a clear terrain. So let's move my tanks over here where I have more clear terrain. When my tanks reach destination, I will create another core together with this division, since this division is attached to nothing. I will create another core, and that another core will be attached to the first army. This first army can have 5 cores. Each core can have 5 divisions. Remember that. Let's take a look at my production screen now. I'm building my infrastructure. I'm building the airbase in Adana. I'm upgrading 1 cavalry unit to a light tank. And I still have some IC left for the tactical bomber. Industrial efficiency advance. So one more time, let's put it at the top priority. I need more spies, so I will raise the distribution of leadership to espionage, while I'm still leaving at least 1 point for my industrial efficiency to research. My tanks have reached the destination, so let's select them all together with this infantry division and create a higher command. It will be another core. Press the A key on your keyboard again, and you're looking with the HQ with 4 crosses. Since this core have 3 crosses. Oh man, I'm repeating myself a lot. But that's good. Repeating is good, because that way you will learn easier. I have selected my 3rd core with 3 crosses. And I am attaching it to the HQ with 4 crosses. It's the 1st army. Now I have a full chain of command. If I click on my theater HQ, let's rename it. HQ Theater. Oh no, HQ Istanbul is better. HQ No, HQ Ankara. In my outliner, I'm not sure can you remember, but we had a lot of units in the right part of the screen in this menu, which is called outliner. We had a lot of units, but now we have only a single land unit. We can see only HQ Ankara. That's because we have attached all those units to the HQ Ankara. And now I can expand the list and see my full order of battle. HQ Ankara, 1st army group down below, 1st army, together with 3 corps. Each corps have its 5 divisions. You can see the full order of battle in the outliner on the right side of the screen, or you can see your full order of battle on the left side of the screen. We have some naval units, air units. Those are not attached to any HQ, but you can attach them. Let's select the HQ Ankara, the theater HQ, and expand it. you will see the exactly same thing. Your full order of battle. Theater, army group, army, and 3 corps. Each of the corps have 5 divisions. I'm not sure for how long am I recording, but I think that I did a quite good job in explaining the order of battle. So I will say thank you for watching, guys, and until next time, I wish you all the best, and bye bye. Oh, stop, please. Remember this number, 22IC. Do you remember that the tactical wing at the first place needed 22.8 IC? Can you remember that? So after I build it, it will need even less. Let's speed up. I'll put it almost at the top level, just below my airbase. Oh no, my infrastructure then cannot be built. Oh, must put it down, but alright. After I build this tactical wing, it will need the next one. The next tactical unit will need less. You can see that I'm building 2. This +1 number means that I have 1 more unit in a serial build. So I will build 1 more tactical bomber after this one. And the next tactical bomber will need less IC. That's because of the theories and the practicals which I was talking about in a first or in a second recording. You can see the tactical bomber, after you select it and mouse over this icon, our current medium bomber practical reduces the building cost and time by 37.5%, and after I build it, my practical will be increased by +3.5, which will reduce the building cost and time even more. So next tactical bomber in a build will be cheaper, much cheaper than a 22 IC. You will see how much in the next recording. So thank you for watching one more time, and until the next time, I wish you all the best, and bye bye.